Hi, I'm Jennifer from the Worcester branch of the Wayne County Public Library. And today I would like to share with you a simple craft that you can do late winter, early spring to get you ready for going outside when the weather warms up. And that is making kindness rocks. Now, if you've gone walking in a park or on hiking trails, you may have come across some kindness rocks. They're usually brightly painted and they might look like little animals, like my little hedgehog here, or have simple designs on them, or words of encouragement. And this is just a little project that's been done by a number of groups around the country. But we have one here in Northeast Ohio that you can find on Facebook called NortheastRocks. And the idea is to make something fun, something creative, something bright that'll stand out. Obviously, my hedgehog doesn't stand out very well, but something that you can put when you're walking outside, going for a hike, and leave it for somebody else to find and bring a smile to their face. Then they pick it up, take it somewhere else, leave it for someone else. So that's what we're going to do today. What you need is a rock. You might want to wash it, dry it first, just get it cleaned of any extra grit and dirt that's on it. I'm going to be using some acrylic paints, and I've got a couple of paintbrushes, as well as an old plastic yogurt container that I often use for painting. You're also going to want some Mod Podge because once the paint is dried, you'll want to coat it with something so that your paint doesn't run when you set it outside. And then I've just got a back of a page of stickers because this kind of glossy paper is really good for working on so I don't make a mess. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is lay on a base coat. Because I think what I want to do with this rock is write something on it, and so I want a vivid color on the rock to start with so that that pops out for someone who might be walking along the trail. So I think what I'm going to do is a bit of purple and then add some white just to lighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to use my bigger brush and start to blend those two colors together. And then just spread it all over the top of the rock. And yes, I'm taking the color down the sides just a little bit as well. You don't have to. That's just the way I want to do it. All right, so I'll let that dry before I do the next part. The next thing I want to do, and I'm hoping I'm not rushing this because I see there's still a few streaks of damp paint on here. But I want to just write the word hope on here, and I'm going to use yellow for that. So, fingers crossed. I'm going to start actually in the middle to make sure things are evenly spaced. I am going to go over this again. I know it was probably not the best idea to have a dark background and then try and do a light color on top, but yeah, we make mistakes. It's okay. One of the nice things about doing this project, or really any crafting project, I think, is that it can kind of get you into a more meditative frame of mind. It helps you slow down, focus just what is on the thing right in front of you. And I think every now and then that's kind of nice to do for ourselves. So we'll just say that these kindness rocks send kindness a couple of different ways. We're sharing it with others, but we're also giving it to ourselves. That's all I'm going to do for now. I need to let this dry because I've laid the paint on a little bit thicker than normal here to try and keep the purple from showing through. I may have to go over it once more, but I'm going to let this dry for a couple of hours, see where things stand, touch it up if I need to, and then we'll come back later and finish it up. Now that the paint is dry, I'm going to add a layer of the Mod Podge to seal it so that the paint won't get messed up when the rock is placed outside. So I'm just going to do a quick thin coat all the way over it. Even though this is cloudy over the paint right now, it is going to dry clear. So we don't have to worry about that. So I'll let that dry and then we'll do the other side. And finally, if you want to connect with social media with your Kindness Rocks, you can do a little tag that goes on the back. Sorry, this isn't focusing. With the hashtags northeastohiorocks and hashtag kindnessrocks. And we're just going to use the Mod Podge to add that to the back of the rock as well. And then that way, when someone picks it up, they can post it on social media, connect it to the Facebook, share it with other people, and then send them off to try and find it. So I just added a little bit of the Mod Podge on the rock first before I added the strip of paper. And then I'm going over it again so it gets kind of a glued effect both top and bottom. All right, so we've gone ahead and sealed both the painted top and then the bottom with this little slip of paper. Just set it aside, let it dry. And then one of these days when you're ready to go out for a walk, you can take the rock with you and tuck it away for somebody to find. So that's all there is to making Kindness Rocks. Hope you have a fun time trying it at home and spreading kindness everywhere you go. And in the meantime, stay healthy, be kind, and get creative. Bye-bye.